What are your first thoughts that come to mind when thinking about STDs on college campuses and getting tested for them?
Well, when I first think about STDs, I definitely always, hope that not only do I not get one or obtain one, but my friends and family never get one because of the health effects as well as the stigma. When you do receive or give someone an STD, it's just a negative for all parties, and you're sort of like, if people do find out, which honestly I haven't heard of that many stories about STDs, if people do find out, you're sort of like viewed as maybe trashy or, you're sort of broadcasted in a negative light around campus or in different communities. And, I just really would always hope that my friends and family would not obtain one, and yeah, that's how I feel about it.
What do you know about getting tested on campus and the options that UNC and other college campuses have for STD testing?
I think that, STD testing is something that I'm not really have been, seeking out in my time here. And, I do see things online or flyers where there are avenues to get STD testing, but I'll definitely say that it could really be revamped and sort of advertised more strongly and sort of make it a more welcoming environment for those who might be affected, because obviously an STD is an unfortunate occurrence half the time, or I don't know the numbers, but I'm sure most of the cases people don't know what they're getting into, and they, if they happen to realize that they have an STD, they're probably pretty scared or nervous. And I think that a great way for Chapel Hill to cope with this problem would be to start really advertising it more strongly and getting ways for people to do it in a safe, private manner. I think that this avenue for testing, as well as maybe an environment to get out your feelings about the experience you had, would be definitely a convenient way for students to access testing. It's nice that it says free on there, as well as let's talk and don't stress. It sort of creates the welcoming environment you look for. One thing I would say is, while it could be convenient to have it outside of residential halls and Shortbread and Granville Towers, it might be best to maybe put it in a private environment, maybe in an area off campus where you could bus to, so people don't necessarily see you walking out of there and judge you. Because I think STDs, the number one problem with getting tested is you don't want to be judged by them. But I do think that this would be, the advertising I spoke about, it sort of advertises itself, because you see it when you walk by, and you're sort of, if you're thinking / worried about what could have happened to you, you can definitely figure it out on the spot and not have to worry about going to extreme measures.